It's difficult for most Americans to truly understand the gravity of Ukraine's ongoing fight for freedom against Russia. So when Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed Congress on Wednesday, he tried to appeal to Americans by invoking references to two historical military battles, the Battle of Saratoga and the Battle of the Bulge. Both were considered turning points for America in very different ways. Zelensky compared the Battle of Saratoga to his military's fight for the small eastern Ukrainian city of Bakhmut.
The Russian military and mercenaries have been attacking Bakhmut non-stop since May. They have been attacking it day and night, but Bakhmut stands. Just like the Battle of Saratoga, the fight for Bakhmut will change the trajectory of our war for independence and for freedom.
Let me tell you a bit about that reference. The Battle of Saratoga was fought during the Revolutionary War by the American patriots who wanted to gain independence from Great Britain. At the beginning of the war, America faced many defeats against the British and their strong military allies, but the tide started to turn in September of 1777. The Battle of Saratoga consisted of two crucial battles fought 18 days apart. The fierce fighting began on a farm in Saratoga, New York, on September the 19th, 1777. Momentum switched sides throughout the intense fighting, but it's said that the British suffered double the number of casualties that the Americans did during that first part of the battle. While the Brits waited for reinforcements, the number of American troops grew. The fighting continued on October the 7th, 1777, with British supplies dwindling fast. Eventually, the American patriots had the British redcoats surrounded, and with few options on the table, the British surrendered to the Americans, dealing a decisive victory to America and changing the trajectory of the revolution. In present-day Ukraine, the battle for Bakhmut has been relentless for nearly 5 months, with incessant bombings and attacks by Russia. But as Zelensky said, Ukraine has held strong in Bakhmut. The Ukrainian army has already performed far above expectations, tiring the Russians, depleting their weapons and supplies, like at Saratoga. So if Russia manages to win the battle for Bakhmut, it will come at great military cost. Zelensky compared the broader Russian conflict to the Battle of the Bulge, a World War II turning point between the Allied powers and German forces during Christmas time.
They threw everything against us, similar to the other tyranny, which is in the Battle of the Bulge. Threw everything it had against the free world, just like the brave American soldiers, which held their lines and fought back Hitler's forces during the Christmas of 1944. Brave Ukrainian soldiers are doing the same to Putin's forces this Christmas. Ukraine holds its lines and will never surrender.
The Battle of the Bulge was the last major offensive by Adolf Hitler's forces on the Western Front during World War II. Winston Churchill called it the, quote, greatest American battle of the war. The brutal fight lasted a grueling 6 weeks, from December 16, 1944 to January 25, 1945. In a surprise attack in the Ardennes region of Belgium on day one, the Germans massacred hundreds of Allied troops and civilians. Some 30 German divisions assailed battle-fatigued American troops across 85 miles of dense forest in frigid temperatures. Hitler's aim was to split the Allies in their drive toward Germany. The German line took a strange shape, a bulge, where the German offensive pushed back the Allied line, giving rise to the battle's name. But Britain, France, and America dug in against the German troops. Weather conditions finally let up on Christmas Day 1944, allowing for the Allied air forces to strike, and that dealt a monumental blow to the Germans. America and the Allied forces claimed victory in the Battle of the Bulge on January 25, 1945. The entire war ended less than 5 months later. The timing of Hitler's mid-December attack was strategic, as is Vladimir Putin's latest military strategy. By targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure, Putin is brutalizing the Ukrainian military and the Ukrainian population with the elements, using winter as a weapon, freezing temperatures, no means to keep warm. Zelensky likened his country's struggle against a ruthless autocrat to the intense fighting that American troops faced during both the Battle of Saratoga and the Battle of the Bulge. In both battles, American troops prevailed against all odds. They held the line against forces that appeared more powerful, more prepared than they were. That's what Ukraine is doing right now, holding its own against all-powerful Russia and a force that appeared more powerful and more prepared than they were. The war that Vladimir Putin predicted would last just days is now going on 11 months. It says a lot about the resolve of the Ukrainian military and its civilians and the leadership of Volodymyr Zelensky.